Batman. I can talk about that during Human Revolution. So, with that
there's
big
a gigantic arrow where we should go and do stuff because the Joker said we should. Woo!
Yeah, no, but with a few more bad guys left. Just knock them out real quick. You know, doesn't matter. We're Batman. We don't care.
Batman don't care.
No. Break a few more Joker teeth. Break a few more Thug teeth. You know, who cares? Doesn't matter.
Who gives a shit?
But we ended up kind of walking the wrong way because Batman doesn't know how to direction.
Can I just say how weird and hilarious it is that this is like the hub world?
Yeah.
And like you've had to go places like I wonder where Killer Croc is, and by the way, you've walked past it like 5 times.
Oh, more Joker teeth. Yeah, that's.
I just think it's kind of funny / weird.
Well, that's why it's so often called like a kind of Metroidvania style game as well. It's because you have this little hub that kind of connects to all of these sectioned off areas that you go through and get upgrades that let you go through new places and the places you've already been, and etc.
So it's kind of like the Arkham Asylum courtyard is like the hub world.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Arkham Island is like this is kind of the planet Zebus of Batman.
Okay.
Or whatever other big famous Metroid that I haven't played many Metroid games.
I haven't played any.
I really like the Metroid Prime series, but I don't particularly care for the 2D Metroid games because I don't like the way that Samus controls in them.
I've never played a Metroid game, so
Metroid Prime is actually really good.
I know everyone's telling me, and like Super Metroid is awesome.
Well, you have a Wii U, right?
No.
Oh no, you were right. You were considering getting one, and then like
I was considering, but now ever since they're like, oh, we may come up with a console, so I'm like,
I'm still
gonna wait.
That's still gonna be like 2 years off, I think.
Yeah, but I'm just like I'm just gonna wait a bit.
So, all right, real quick. There are 2 ways you can go through this particular door. Batman.
Oh, God.
So
jackass.
We can fight these guys, but you don't have to. And one interesting thing is that like if you wait in this hallway long enough, I believe that they do just start like circling you and throw like one guy throws a punch at you. But you can just walk right through.
Okay.
Which I thought is a nice touch.
But yeah, like the Wii U, I don't know. I kind of want it just because of Bayonetta and like.
Yeah, I still think the Wii U is worth it.
It has backwards compatibility to like the Wii games, and there's like a few that I want to play.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like the Wii has the Metroid Prime trilogy collection, which is playable. Oh, hi Joker.
Oh hey.
What a good joke. Haha, haha. So yeah, the Wii U can play the Metroid Prime trilogy, and I mean, obviously, unfortunately, you have to have a Wii remote to play it. It would have been nice to have been able to use the Wii U controller.
Oh God, can I just say I hate it when ow.
It's fine. We're Batman.
No, you don't understand. God.
the ringing.
Ah, god damn it.
That's why you turned down the volume.
No, I literally took my headphones off during that whole time. I hate it when games do that. When they do the high-pitched squeal. It literally hurts my ears.
Well,
So
I have
every
the
time that
volume-
happens in a game, I throw down the volume.
Yeah, I have the volume turned down extremely low on these anyway. So, oh, poor
Jesus
Scarface.
Christ almighty, that hurts.
See,
I mean,
that's-
granted, it's my profession, but I have very sensitive hearing.
Well, I have mentioned before that you should, turn down the volume on these videos.
No, I have. That's the thing.
I have it cranked down real low, because otherwise,
You have cranked it up real low.
well, crank it down real low, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to hear like you.
Ah.
So, so yeah, this is an encounter, another encounter with two Titan thugs. Yay. It's nice to have Joker's throne on the other end of the arena here, and he's kind of taunting us and laughing at us from on top of his very disturbing pile of junk.
Aesthetically, it's nice.
I'm not entirely sure what he fashioned that out of, but
I don't think I want to know.
no, it looks disturbing, to say the least.
I think that's one of those things where you don't want to ask the Joker
Yeah.
because you don't want to know the answer to.
Yeah, when we get close to it, you see kind of arms sticking out of the pile, and it's like, are they people? Are they mannequins? Are they some combination? Do I want to know? No.
Yeah. Because I know, like, the thing with Joker is, like, in the comics, it's like one of those things you don't want to know.
No.
Especially when you want to ask them certain things. It's like Seven, like, what's in the box? What's in the box? And it's just one of those things where you just don't want to know.
Yeah.
You're perfectly fine not ever knowing.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yes. Essentially, ignorance is bliss.
Because it could just be more horrifying than you even would like to hear.
Yeah, I mean, you could pretend it's like styrofoam or
Well, they
acrylic.
they do look like mannequins from the quick glances we get at them.
Yeah.
But with the Joker, that doesn't necessarily mean much.
Yeah, no, it could mean literally anything.
Oh dear. I mean, thankfully, the Arkham franchise is relatively grounded insofar as adaptations of comic book material goes. As far as I know, there hasn't been like magic or anything in the Arkham games, so you don't have to worry about stuff like the Spectre
Or like a MacGuffin or whatever.
yeah, like the what's his name, Deadman and stuff like that. It's like, that's the weird stuff about comics that I've never really enjoyed. Like I don't mind it terribly, but the stories, like the Batman stories that I enjoy the most are like specifically the ones where he is dealing with like mob families and has like the Joker as kind of a secondary antagonist who's spurring on some of the big crime waves or whatever, or like that's why I think Penguin is such an interesting character, because
He's interesting and he's highly underused.
Yeah, because he functions as like a kind of a focal point, like a mixture between the mob families and the crazy, weird kind of gimmick-based.
Well,
big
and
enemies.
I feel like that's another. I know we've talked about this before, like the duality of Batman and his villains, because the Penguin is totally based off of like capitalism and greed, which is something that Bruce Wayne doesn't want to go into, and so like he's basically like a mob boss, where all he wants to do is a wealth in like money. So like I don't know why he's underutilized, because he has such potential to be utilized into like crazy duality, like paradoxes with Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Oh, well, Batman.
Oh no. Oh, he's fine. He got it in the nipple.
Alright, so...
Right in the nipple.
This is where Arkham Asylum gets stupid. Like officially, actually, narratively just dumb.
It's where comic book logic comes in?
Yes. Batman is going to resist the Titan by sheer willpower.
Of course. Feather?
Yeah.
When did this become a fetish?
Well, he's trying to make Batman lose control, you see. So,
God almighty.
Oh, but we're not playing long, so Joker, you know, he's gonna go all Joker on us.
I see it, giggling in a corner and bleeding. But you've denied me even that. I have nothing to live for.
Oh, but it's not an actual gun. So, what's gonna happen is now Joker is souped up on Titan, and we get our...
Okay, question. If helicopters were coming, how long was Batman in Arkham?
Oh, he's just been there for like a couple hours, you know.
Well then, fuck me. I mean, how long did Gotham have to take for, like, them to get there? Like, oh, shenanigans are happening at Arkham. Batman's there. That doesn't matter. No, you don't understand. Like, fucking the Joker is rounded about. Don't worry about it. No, you don't understand. Shit's going down for real.
It's all good. Batman can handle it, right?
Maybe grab the night shift coming in, maybe third coming in. We'll just grab a few. I mean, there's a couple people on vacation. We'll grab maybe a few to run the helicopter. I mean, come on.
Particularly driven home by the fact that the beginning of the game establishes that Arkham Asylum had just recently had the majority of the inmates from Blackgate Prison moved to Arkham Asylum as well.
Yes, exactly.
So
it's stupid.
Makes you wonder why they're so understaffed.
Which is, I mean, I know you wanted me to not like shit on the last part of the like Joker battle, but that's stupid.
Well, no, Aww. So that's the actual reason Batman doesn't end up succumbing to the Titan. But he was resisting it based on pure willpower up until that point. Because he's Batman.
Of course he was. Yeah.
Because Batman is Batman.
Oh, God almighty.
Well, no, this is... Alright, so the helicopter thing is obviously because this is Gotham City. And Gotham City is just terrible at everything that involves the official police force or news.
Well, I
reports.
mean, fine, whatever. But, like... I just feel like that's just it's so stupid. It's kind of like a contrived reason to like, oh, the cavalry has arrived, but by the way, you're still the protagonist, and we're just gonna do whatever.
It wasn't even. I mean, it's. Well,
yeah. See, I'm right.
Well, no. It makes less sense from a player perspective because the game itself is, you know, like 7-8 hours long, whereas the time frame of the game is clearly supposed to be a single night and probably only like 2 or 3 hours.
Right. Which is why I feel like the night shift or like the third shift is grabbed to like do the helicopter thing.
Well, yeah,
like not even like the A team, more like the C squad.
Yeah, I mean, we heard near the beginning of the game, like, they were doing news reports about the fact that Arkham Asylum was going all wacky and everything, but...
Yeah, but I feel like the SWAT of Gotham is, like, on its way. So, like, by the time we got to, like, Killer Croc or whatever, that shit would have been on lockdown.
Again, Gotham City response time. It's just
know,
really bad, apparently.
But,
I think that's probably legitimately canon. Like, the Gotham City PD are incredibly busy.
Is like, no, it's not even that. It's like super corrupt.
Well, that too, but they
still,
they have so much on their plate that they can't worry about Arkham Asylum. Like,
I can't even believe like Bullock is like trying to find like whatever to do whatever.
Yeah.
God.
Interestingly as well, of course, because the commissioner is trapped on Arkham Island.
Yeah, clearly right there.
You know.
I know you told me not to shit on this, but I mean, come on.
Well, no, I didn't want 10 minutes of this is stupid.
Which is basically what I've done for like the past 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, it
except I didn't shit on the battle itself, more like the response to the battle.
Well, yeah. So we've obviously seen how the battle plays out, and it's.
Oh, you've asked me like recent Batman.
I've got a city to address.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, like recent Batman.
Animated Batmans. And,
All the Bravest? No.
Brave and the Bold, and
Oh yeah, Brave and the Bold. I've actually... Is that even... That lasted a season, didn't it?
No, I think it's gone on longer than that.
Has it?
I mean, I'm not sure, but I think so, because it's one of the fairly popular shows, particularly because it is a less serious take on Batman again.
Okay.
In a time when people are kind of tired of the super gritty Nolan-esque Batman, Brave and the Bold is far more lighthearted and has like.
So, like, we're in the timeline of Batman. Where does it fall?
Well, I think
like,
it's...
is it early Batman? Is it later Batman? Is it like where does it fall? Like, I mean that in terms of like villains. Where does it fall?
Well, it's Batman when he's kind of older, because it has a lot of team ups with other DC characters and stuff.
Okay.
So it has like Batman teaming up with, all like Green Lantern and Green Arrow and all those characters, because it's kind of based on the Brave and the Bold comics as well, originally, which were a team up comic book. Because like that's where the Justice League spawned in the first place.
Okay. Can I just say, like, the Justice League, my first taste of like Justice League was like the one from like the 60s.
Yeah.
Like the stock like animations and like other things, and it's like I didn't. Oh hey Ivy.
Yeah, we got Arkham Island under control again.
Yeah, hooray. But like, oh, he's missing teeth. But like, it was just, I don't know. And then there was like, what was the name of the response to the Justice League with like the villains? What was the name of that?
The Injustice League?
I don't think that was the name of it. Honestly.
Yeah. Well,
was...
there's it kind of depends on what universe you're talking about.
Well, like the 60s cartoon.
I would not know
60s, 70s.
answer to that.
But there was like this stupid response to it, and like, oh hey credits, what's
Yay!
up? Yay!
Yeah, so I've sped up these credits because they are 10 minutes long.
No, it's fine.
So aside from dumb boss fights, what did you think of Arkham Asylum?
So my thoughts. I thought it was neat that there were like nods to the comics.
Yep.
And even to like the animated series, because let's not pretend that there were some homages.
Well, yeah.
To the, I mean, outside of like Victor Freeze being a thing, I mean, I know they've alluded to it with like the Riddler puzzles and stuff. I thought it was neat that they kind of nodded to the comics, obviously, and the animated series and things like that. I thought it was neat that there were like little Easter eggs to where, hey, if you're a fan of the series, you would appreciate this. So.
Well, there are going to be many, many more of those types of things, except they're also going to be directly involved in the game in Arkham City, and we'll be seeing a greatly expanded cast when we get to that. So look forward to that.
And so we don't have to deal with people we've never heard of. Which I will say, one of the things that with Arkham Asylum, with like, if it wasn't for the fact that I wasn't aware of like Calendar Man, I would have never heard of some of these villains before.
The Ratcatcher.
Yeah, the Ratcatcher, and there was another villain, I can't remember his name. But there were homages to the comics, but like, there were still some things that I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course. Because comics are weird.
Yeah. I mean, comics are weird. I kind of feel like to a certain extent that Arkham Asylum was for the hardest of hardcore Batman fans. Whereas I'm kind of like a quote-unquote casual fan.
So casual.
Casual. But you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things into it where it's like, I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. Like, it's pretty bad if I have to do, like, a Google search after, like, a game session to figure out what the fuck you're talking about. It's kind of ridiculous, in my opinion.
To bring this ramble to a close, I'm gonna spoil it right now. Calendar Man is the big bad of Arkham City.
Oh, god damn it. What's
Post-credit stinger.
Oh, Titan.
Scarecrow.